Cetiosaurus, meaning whale lizard, was a genus of sauropods that lived in Europe during the Middle Jurassic period over 170 million years ago. Sauropods were the largest land animals to have ever existed. They survived until the end of the Mesozoic era, when gigantic species such as Argentinosaurus had evolved. Even during the early stages of their evolution there were giants, measuring 15 meters in length. Cetiosaurus could reach 18 meters in length and weigh 11 tons. Cetiosaurus was the first sauropod to be discovered. Its fossil remains were found in 1809 in Oxfordshire in southern England, which was over 30 years before the term dinosaur was invented by Sir Richard Owen. The French anatomist Baron Georges Cuvier thought that the bones belonged to a gigantic marine animal, such as a whale. The British scientist Sir Richard Owen thought that the bones had actually belonged to a large marine crocodile, and gave it the name Cetiosaurus, meaning whale lizard. It was another British scientist named Gideon Mantle who realized that these fossils belonged to a dinosaur in 1854. Fossil remains of a similar species were also discovered in Morocco in 1979. Fossil remains of Cetiosaurus have typically been discovered in marine deposits, which suggest that these animals lived close to the sea or to rivers, where their remains were washed out to sea after death. The most complete skeleton of Cetiosaurus was discovered in 1968 in a clay pit in the Midlands of England. Cetiosaurus was a massive dinosaur and in most respects a typical sauropod. It had a small head, long neck and tail, although shorter compared to many sauropods. It belonged to a more archaic lineage of sauropods called Cetiosauridae. These animals had more primitive features such as a heavy solid backbone, which was unlike the lighter, hollower backbones that were characteristic of later sauropods. The head of Cetiosaurus was blunt, and it had spoon-shaped teeth. It supported its heavy body weight with pillar-like legs resembling those of an elephant, which had thick pads cushioning the toes.